Extreme fear, uncertainty, and doubt are sweeping the cryptocurrency ecosystems right now and the stock market. Everyone is thinking it is over. I'm here to tell you guys that is not the case. We are going to get into it today. We are going to help you to flip the script, to reverse how you normally think about these markets. Because when we are in extreme fear and greed, this is when we need to be doubling down. We're going to show you just two basic, easy charts to make you feel a little bit better about yourself and in the macro here when it comes to investing. All right, guys, let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, so we have the fear and greed index chart sitting at 11. We are in extreme fear right now, guys. So Bitcoin has plummeted basically from that $126,000 level, which was the local top for Bitcoin, okay? Now, since then, we have gone down now a total of 35%, almost a 40% drawdown. And the same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum finally broke a bit of an all-time high, not as strong as Bitcoin, but then now has taken also a 35 to 40% downturn. Now, historically, in bull markets, we have 2, 3, 4 of these 35, 40%, even sometimes 50% drawdowns. And one of the 50% drawdowns that we'll use as a reference was the one that happened in 2021 that spurred the last leg in 2021 into August, September, and November for 2021. And so with that being said, when we go into these particular cycles of extreme fear, and this is also extreme fear in the cryptocurrency markets, but there's also extreme fear in the overall markets. This is the CNN Fear and Greed Index, and we are also at extreme fear levels. And we've seen that historically, if we're going to go back to 2021, 2022 levels, every time we've went into extreme fear, we've rallied to the upside. So this is what I am thinking is going to be happening here. And it all correlates with us waiting on the Fed's decisions for the rates. They've been kind of swinging all over the place. And now we have a 62% chance of a 25 basis point decrease. And this has been fluctuating around a lot because it was at an 87% chance, 90% chance we were going to get a cut. Then it diverged and went like it was going to be a 50-50 split. But now that the jobs data and the jobless claims and things that are going to be coming out that have been delayed are actually making a good case for them to continue to stretch this market out, continue to stretch the 4-year cycle out, and completely break the 4-year cycle on its head. And the reason why I think it is looking like this is because after the big 1010 liquidation event that happened that was caused by Binance and some of the market makers in the space to basically go belly up, it is rumored that one of the biggest market makers in the space actually blew up. So it's been pretty thin liquidity since then. And any of this price action that was happening to possibly get a recovery in here was not happening. So we actually went here, we dropped down into some max pain, and we actually called this right on the money. And I told you guys, just kidding. Actually, this is probably going to be max pain. And we called that price on the money. So guys, this is the time to be paying attention to this channel because while everyone else is being super, super bearish, we are freaking bullish, my friends, because this, if you remember, this was the liquidity where we were sitting to push us into parabolic new all-time highs and a trajectory from this point. We'll just do a measurement. And this was from this bottom, we went up a total of 67, 68%. So I believe that we could be trucking up and going up to 136,000 potentially before the year's end. This has been my price call of 135,000, 135 before we get into year's end and we get a possible Christmas Santa rally. Now, I want to point out a post really quick. Stick with me, guys, and make sure you're hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe button, dinging the bell, because you're getting the juiciest news here. You're getting the best updates. You're going to get the best alpha coming to this channel because we have consistently showed up for 3.5, 4 years, whether it's been bad, good. We've showed you the mistakes. We've told you what we've done that has seasoned us and helped us to learn a lot of lessons in this cryptocurrency ecosystem to stay on the course and stay on track. It's very valuable to listen and to watch people that have made mistakes, have accountability, and will come to the timeline and come to you and be as genuine, as truthful as possible, and to not sell you a bag of lies, okay? Because it's not easy to be in this space. It's not easy to hold through wicked waves of volatility going down 50%, seeing your altcoin, seeing your portfolio go down 90%. It's not easy. If anyone tells you it is, they're freaking crazy. So, what we're here to do, my friends, for you is to give you some damn hope. Okay? All right, so Raul Paul says, hey, look, it's utterly brutal cryptocurrency markets. It's just the markets are just relentless. He said rapid positions unwinding and rumors swirling around that 1010 of impaired market maker balance sheets leading to less liquidity and someone blowing up. But he said, it reminds me a lot of 2021 when a 4-week period Bitcoin fell 56%. And I remember we just mentioned this about that 56% drawdown. ETH went down 62%. Sol fell 68%. And then it sharply reversed and exploded to new all-time highs. That sell-off was as baffling as this one. And he used this example right here. So we were just using that same type of bottom just for this local low. And I think we have a very, very good chance of getting that same type of tear up. We use a similar chart where we had from each bottom of a 50%, 60% drawdown led to a massive volatile spike to the upside. One of them being, some of them being thousands of percent to the upside. So it's pretty fascinating because you got, 1,000% move here, 417% move here, 188% move here, 79% move here. So we are still on track to be, to hitting those parabolic levels. I really believe so. And so we just have to stick through these massive waves of volatility. The massive waves of volatility are a mechanism of shaking people out. It's shaking out weak hands, and you're going to be told you're an idiot. You're going to be told you're crazy. And that's how most of the Bitcoin holders were treated back in the day. But now, who's getting the last laugh now? It's a lot of those Bitcoin whales that were able to hold through the insane waves of volatility. Okay. So guys, make sure you're tuning in. Make sure you're tuning into the live streams. We do live streams at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you are following me at DanoCrypto904. And you'll see that we go live on X, we go live on YouTube, and we are always trying to repost and make sure you guys are seeing all of the current news and things that I think you should be seeing. So check it out. And we appreciate all of the support, and make sure you are also following me at Dano Crypto on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribing, you're checking out all the videos, and you're leaving comments, you're leaving your thoughts. The best way that you can support this channel is just to interact with it, comment on it, leave me your thoughts. Let me know your thesis, break down your thesis. I want to hear it. I really want to hear it. Because I feel like not a lot of people right now have a crypto thesis. They're just like all over the place. They feel like everything's a bubble. They don't know what to believe, what's right in front of their eyes. And it's purposeful like that, guys. You know, the system's meant to make you confused and make you think that one thing you should be focusing over here, but all the while you got this whole underbelly of a paradigm shift happening in finance, and you're led to believe that you should just be bearish on digital assets. And so that is what we're going to hopefully flip the script on, that perception, and we will help onboard the masses to crypto. But guys, thanks again, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.